Hey guys, how y'all doing today? This is Gibran. This isn't a 100-day check-in. This is I got some cool stuff in the mail and I want to show it off. I want to say a couple of things first before I pull it out and open it. One, when you want, I don't know how to get that out just right. If when you want to paint like somebody, it's always good to just go in and buy a painting by them because you can learn their secrets and tricks. Prints are great too, but the painting, you can see usually like some of the underpainting through it. You can see the strokes. You can see like just how they made certain decisions in the painting and or drawing, and it helps. Like just for an example, I like Jeff's work, Jeff Lafferty's work. Definitely inspired to draw and paint that direction, that style. Do I want to copy his work exactly? No. I want my own flavor of that style. I like Jeff. I like Simon Bisley. I like Frank Frazetta. I like all those guys. And he paints in that vein to me. He can definitely paint outside of it too. He definitely has a Drew Struzan style. Jeff does, and a few things. And the reason I'm saying that is that when I wanted to learn how to paint like Jeff, I didn't just hit Jeff up and be like, yo, man, I like what you do. Can you teach me? How are you doing that? Blah, blah, blah. I went and I bought a piece of art by him because I wanted to see how he was doing it. And I'm going to show you some of the art I've picked up by him because I have a nice little collection nowadays and I'm really proud of it. There are other people I would like to buy art off of, which I'm sure I'm going to. One of them being Mike Hoffman. I like how Mike Hoffman paints off of the Frazetta vein really close, and I inspired to do that. So I will pick up a Mike Hoffman piece down the road. Just haven't done it yet. And it's like I need to jump on it now because Mike's work is extremely cheap, you know. And that's another thing is Jeff's work is too. Jeff sells his work extremely cheap. And I'm sure he sells it at that price because he wants to sell the work. He doesn't want to sit on a piece for 3 years to try to sell it. But I'm the type of person that I also feel that Simon Bisley's work is reasonable. Now, I don't have $3,500 to just throw down on art all the time, but I still feel his work is worth that. You know what I'm saying? And just other people, like, say you want to ink like Peter Palmiotti. Well, don't just contact Pete. I'm sure he'd be a nice guy and he'd answer those questions for you and stuff. But if you bought an inked piece of artwork from Peter, you could see how he's producing these strokes, you know, those brush strokes, or when he's using a quill. And then after studying those pieces, then you contact him and you say, hey, I really like what you're doing. I see this, you know, and I'm trying to figure out how you accomplish this in this picture because I'm trying to produce a picture. And he's more inclined to help you. And plus, at this point in time, you have a roadmap in front of you of something he's already done. You know, and the reason I say this is because that was a big thing in tattooing. Tattooing, people would walk in and no tattoos, no nothing, haven't invested anything into your time, and they would be like, "Oh, I want a tattoo. I want to know how you do color." You know, and we weren't really big on giving that information out because you're not, you know, it's how, you know, not to sound selfish, but how is that benefiting the other person at all? And these are great people like Jeff and Peter, and they're all great, and they're going to give you the information, I'm sure, if you ask. But you should definitely, how do you say that? You should definitely take care of the people that are taking care of you, and you should invest into them. If you feel they're so great, you should invest into them. All right, and that's enough. But what I wanted to do today is I got a package in from Jeff because I contributed to the Berserkonaut campaign, and I got an original piece of art out of it, and we're going to get to it, but I want to start off by showing like the first piece I ever bought from Jeff. The frame's a little dirty, but I bought this Dark Wolf drawing here with the light in this black and gray and the Drew Struzan kind of thing, and it's, you know, Frazetta inspired because it's Dark Wolf from Fire and Ice, and I loved it, so I picked it up and got it extremely cheap, and I got it in 2013, I believe, because that's what the date says on it. And so I've been, you know, following Jeff for that long, and bought this painting. He didn't know who I was, and I went and bought it, and I loved it, and I studied it. And I learned a lot from this. I was seeing how he was building up textures, and how he was painting these backgrounds black, and using the splatter, and how the highlights, and how he would highlight with some with the pencil, and then get the hot spots with the acrylic paint, white paint. And I loved it. So, and I picked that up off of him, and it helped me tremendously. So, and then after that one, I bought this beauty. And I got this thing extremely cheap. And just look at it. This thing belongs in a heavy metal magazine. It's so amazing. And I'm not, and I'm fluffing Jeff up real hard here. But the work is great. It's like, and it's like I'm owning affordable masterpieces, basically, and I've learned so much from these paintings. I pull these paintings out when I need help with stuff. I'm not going to just contact Jeff and be like, well, how did you do this? Not all the time. And I'm sure when I do, and I do, and he'll help me. It's not that he's not that kind of guy. And it's not that, I didn't just buy these to learn, I didn't just buy these to open the door to talk to Jeff. I bought these pieces because I loved them. But at the same time, it helps open that door. It helps when you have questions, because you don't have to turn to them every time. You don't have to be like, well, how do you do this? How do you do that? Why aren't you doing art tutorials? I need help. Because owning this piece and watching him paint on those videos connects the dots, for me at least. And that's just how I was always taught to kind of do stuff like that. So there's this Conan piece. And then I'm sure y'all have seen the one in my videos sitting on the back wall here. I'm going to pull it off real quick and show that one. And then we'll open the package. Because look at this. Look at this. Are you kidding me? Let's see if we can get that straight on there for you. You know what I'm saying? Look at the detail in that. And I stare at this painting all the time. This thing here has helped me through so many paintings. It's unbelievable. But you know what I'm saying? This thing right here, it's beautiful. Because I feel that you should, I feel that if you're an artist, you should be collecting art. And I heard somebody say something a while back, well, I don't buy paintings because I can just paint it myself. No, you can't. You're not going to produce the brushstrokes of somebody else. It's impossible. You can copy them, but it's going to be stiff, and it's going to be noticeable. It's going to almost always be noticed as a copy at that point in time. Very few people, I feel, have that flow. And I feel Mike Hoffman's kind of one of those guys that, like I said, paints really hard in the Frazetta vein, and he pulls it off well. But I feel he does it because he's not trying to copy anymore. He has skewed his style to represent the strong points of Frazetta. And this is all my opinion, and I might just be full of you-know-what, but this is just how I feel about it. And then, here's the new one. Sorry, I got it taped up here. I'm not doxing Jeff or myself. You want his address? Buy a piece of art from him. So let's open this up and see what's in here. Hope there's not like nudes or something crazy. Jeff sent me a bunch of nudes. Just kidding. Let's see if we can open this nice and gently. I hate opening stuff like this. And now I'm opening it on camera, so if I cut the damn picture in half, everybody's going to know. But it's like if you want to help your art community and you want to be a part of stuff, then you've got to help. You've got to do it. You've got to invest in the people that are worth investing in for you. The people that you see the potential in, the potential you want to have. Yeah, and then a lot of times you'll end up with most of these people on your side, and it's just so much easier to contact them. If I was contacting Jeff as just a complete stranger, like I said, he'd probably answer my questions. But I feel like I can talk to him on a one-to-one basis nowadays, and he's my friend. Jeff, I feel we have become, in my opinion, maybe I'm wrong, maybe he feels different, but I feel that, yeah, we started off with a kind of a business thing, buying art off of him, and we've become friends, I feel. Because he shouts me out, he takes care of me, he treats me well, he does a lot for me, And I feel that if somebody's doing a lot for you, you should be taking care of them and doing a lot for them. Let me see here. What's going on? He's got this thing wrapped up nice, man. You know, that's another thing is, you buy art off somebody, you see how they wrap it, because I was confused on how to wrap art for a long time. What is going on in this thing here? Let's see here. And I know I'm running off at the mouth, you know. And these art guys are great guys. Everybody I've met so far, man, so great, man, so wonderful. Just treated me with such respect, you know. And like I said, I didn't get a lot of that from the tattoo community. I got treated like, I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and be a crybaby. I'm not going to cry. Never mind. But I'm really thrilled about all this. Let's open this up. If I can get it open. I'm worried. It's got this thing taped. Give me a second, guys. I'm going to pause the camera. Alright, haven't opened it up yet. I just cut it open. I know it's cut open well. There we go. Check that out. That's awesome. Well, what the... What? Is that it? Did he send me 2? Holy shit. Look at this, dude. Holy crap. Jeff, are you kidding me? Maybe I shouldn't be showing this on camera. What? This is fucking amazing, dude. Holy shit. Well, look at that. Wow. Thank you, Jeff. Wow. This is my boy right here. There you go. Amazing. Y'all have a good one, guys. Go out and buy somebody's art. Later.